I bought this in November 2015 and it's just been gathering dust. What am I going to do with it? Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. It is, for me, nearly 4 AM on Christmas Eve 2022, and I've decided that I'm going to have a few days off work after the new year and I'm going to get stuck into this, which is the Tamiya MAN DGX 26540 6x4. This is going to be a project that I should have done years ago. I bought this in November 2015, so I've had this the thick end of 7 years. So yeah, it's time I did dust it off because that would be really embarrassing. So I'm going to be building this up with an MFC-03, right? I know people like Bayer, I know people like Servonaut, and some people can only manage to, you know, get the funds for something a little bit more budget, like the GT Power. But I'm fitting the Tamiya MFC. I've only got the MFC-01. Because I remember using my MFC-03 for somebody else's project. I've done such a lot for other people, commission builds for companies, etc., that I don't publicise, I don't video, I don't take pictures of, because they're a private commission and they just want me to build their trucks. So yeah, I'm not going to be painting this. This is going to be in the form of Ainscough crane hire, but it's going to be the old livery. I'll put a picture up here to show you what I mean, but it's going to be basically yellow from the midline to the roof and then blue from this midline down. The bumper I'm going to have done in white, because you'll see by the picture that it's got red and white chevrons on the front, because this is a heavy duty truck. It's not going to have the power pack on the back because it's not going to be one of those kind of heavy haulers, but it will have a 6-axle ballast trailer that Ian Sparks made for me, yeah, 7 years ago, and I think it's time to get that done. That's going to be quite an engineering thing. That's going to be a lot of engineering for me. I didn't know whether to buy something or fabricate something, but I have a laser cutter, so I can laser cut parts out of balsa wood and basically mock everything up in wood, and then when I've got all the CNC program, I can take that down to a local water jet company and have all the parts water jetted after I've tuned and fine-tuned and tweaked all the things. So I'm going to take out all of the parts that need to be painted, the cab, the roof spoiler, the air kit, etc., mirrors, and take that down to a guy that I've known for a very, very long time. Lost touch with him, and then bumped into him in a new hobby shop that's just opened up very locally to me. So we meet up in there for a chat, etc., support the local hobby shop, etc., and yeah, he's doing some painting for them, he's going to do some painting for me, so I am going to be fishing out all the parts from this. I'm not going to bore you to death with an unboxing, because we all know what's in these boxes. It's just a pile of parts that we all know that So let me sort all the parts out and I will be right back. Well, hey, that didn't take too long, because using the photograph as a reference, I know which parts that are going to be basically above that line are going to be yellow. So, and everything below that line there, that is going to be blue, and this is going to be white with some red chevron stripes on it. So what I have here is, this is the bumper. Now, because I've had this kit for over 7 years, I already started preparing it, but things in life came along, so with it being a hobby, it had to take a back seat. And then of course everybody else was saying, oh, will you make me this, will you make me that? And yes, I'll make you that, make you this, whatever you want. So I stripped the chrome off this piece, which is that piece just there, because on the heavy hauler it's not chrome, and that just fits in there. So that's all going to be white, obviously with the chrome lights. That bit in there I might hit with matte black, because it is like the radiator and intercooler. These parts here are obviously the side skirts, left and right, and the two brackets that hold them on. We're not really going to see those, but you know, it's going to be no harm in painting those blue. And then obviously we have these lower parts of the door, which are these bits just here. As you can see, they just go, they're like that, so they're going to be blue. So basically those pieces are going to be blue, that is going to be white, and everything else, like the cab, I don't think the truck that I'm replicating's got an air kit, but I'm going to put the air kit on this because, well, just because. I will be putting a couple of beacons on there as well, one on each corner. When they arrive, I thought I had some, but I used them on something else for somebody else, which is usually the case. The sunroof, that will be also painted yellow. The roof cap, obviously yellow. That's all going to be yellow, except part of this door here, which I've written on masking tape, that blue below this line, as you can see on there. This is going to be blue. Where's the lower part of the steps? They're on there also. So I don't know if the guy wants these taken off, but basically that fits there. And then we have these steps which fit under there like that, so they need to be blue also. So yeah, they're all blue, they're yellow. Main cab is yarn. The air kit, that's also going to be I will trim off these sprue nubs as and when I get to them. I'm going to prep them all for the guy, so you know, that's going to be matte black. And then obviously below that line, which is just here, this air intake just here, is going to be matte black, and that's going to be blue with the rest. So that basically fits there like that, so that would need to be blue along with these parts. It's all going to be obviously that's going to be yellow. I have the air kit here, the corners. There's some air kit just here that goes underneath, so that part here is basically underneath there, so that's going to get painted, and then these corners are going to be also yellow. Mirrors, they're obviously body coloured as well, and that's that. Wheels, this has just got stock single wheels on this, and I'm going for heavy duty super singles. So I've bought these and I've de-chromed them. I de-chromed them using dishwasher tablets in warm water, and they come up an absolute treat. All of those, there's the two front wheels for the tractor unit, and the 4 outer rims for the tractor unit, and the 4 inner rims for the tractor unit. These are going to be yellow, these are going to be yellow. I have somewhere a load of hub nuts, so I think what I might do is I might get him to do those yellow, paint those yellow. So they're basically replacing the nuts for the wheels. There they are. They're had them on the Smoking the Bandit and the BJ McKay trucks that I've got, and they just screw on. They are actually a nut, so they will be painted, and then obviously they're going to hold them on pretty good. I'm going to go into very close-up detail on how to build these, because a lot of people are intimidated, a lot of people get twisted on that. So I'm going to try and make that a whole lot easier for people, and I will be doing the steering modification, because as we know, the steering on these isn't that brilliant. There is an easy way of overcoming the poor steering. So what I plan on doing is showing you how I do the steering modification, right? It uses the kit axle, it uses the standard location for the servo, which is behind here. I will be deleting the steering servo saver for just a straight arm. I will be updating the rod ends from the ball and cup to a rose joint offset RC 4-wheel drive, which I have somewhere yeah, I've got a pile of let's zoom out. I've got some metal straight servo arms which I will be using. Don't need a servo saver for these. I've never stripped a servo in the years I've been running these trucks. Where is my rods and links? No. Somewhere in there is do you know what? I can't see them. Offset rod ends. There they are. So I'll be using some of these. Basically, they're RC 4-wheel drive, and I'll show you exactly how they work. So yeah, I'm going to be using some of those, and I might, I don't know whether to hit some of those with paint. So the yellow for the front wheels, I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I come to them. But yeah, that's going to be about it. We're going to have a crazy time building this, because we're going to be covering the gearbox in detail. As I said, we're going to be covering the steering modification, which, as I said, keeps the stock servo location on the side of the chassis itself, which should be near the very beginning of the book. Yeah, just here, stage 7. I'm going to keep this. I will be ball racing everything, the axles, the bell crank, deleting the servo saver, and then modifying the axle, the hangers, just to get this to steer a lot better than it does out the box. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will be drilling the chassis to put in the wiring for the lights. If you want me to show you anything in particular, oh yes, I will be fitting the full interior. I'll be putting in the seats, the dashboard, and putting a little bit of detail in there. I'm not going to go crazy, but I will be putting a false wall in, which is going to be behind this door line here. So we're going to have, take that off, we're going to have from there to here, so basically from this line here to here, to fit all the electrics, and the measurement of that is going to be, it's going to be 2.5 inches to put everything in, which is 6.5 centimeters, and it will all fit in there. The speaker will be fitted in the roof, because there is plenty of roof space in there. The speaker will be facing down, so the speaker box will basically be the roof space. Never really had any issues with it being like that, but yeah, all the speaker is going in the roof, and then all the electrics are going to be basically partitioned off, and I'll show you how we do that as well. So yeah, leave a comment, tell me what you would like to see, what, you know, if there's anything I can show you that I've not thought of that I just might, you know, bypass as just something as standard that I do. Let me know in a comment below. Give this video a like, because it helps the algorithms, it helps your recommendations based on what you view, what you like, and it helps me as well. And yeah, subscribe, because if you don't, you might miss the next installment. So it's the 22nd of December 2022. This is being painted next week, that bit between Christmas and New Year, and then I'm working 3 days between Christmas and New Year, and then I'm off, and this is going to get built after 7 years. Right, I've waffled on for far too long, so everybody have a fantastic Christmas. Let's hope that 2023 brings us all the things that we can possibly wish for, because Christ, I think a lot of people, we need a change of look for everybody. So in the meantime, I'm going to finish off this really good cup of wake up juice, or stay awake juice, and I will see you in the next one.